It was Christmas Eve, the evening we had all been waiting for. The house was adorned in the usual festive decorations, tinsel draped over the fireplace, the scent of freshly baked gingerbread cookies lingering in the kitchen, and the soft glow of the Christmas tree lights casting a warm, inviting glow over the room. My husband, Tom, was busy with the final touches on the dinner, making sure everything was perfect for our family gathering. Emily, our daughter, was in her room, eagerly preparing for the evening's gift exchange. This Christmas was particularly special. It had been a year of change for us. Tom had gotten a big promotion at work, and we were finally able to move into a bigger house. But with all of the hustle and bustle, there was something I had been struggling with: the feeling of being disconnected from Emily. She had grown so much over the past year, and I could feel the distance between us widening, even though I tried my best to be there for her. She was 9 now, starting to navigate the world in her own way, and I couldn't help but wonder if she felt the same way, if she could sense that something was different. There was a certain quiet sadness in her that I hadn't been able to reach, no matter how hard I tried. That afternoon, as I was wrapping the gifts, my mind kept wandering to Emily. I'd spent weeks searching for the perfect present for her, a delicate silver necklace engraved with a small heart. I had imagined her eyes lighting up when she opened it, the joy of seeing something so special and thoughtful. She deserved it. She deserved to feel loved and appreciated, especially after everything she had been through with the move and the adjustment to our new life. Tom and I had decided to keep it simple for Christmas this year, just the 3 of us. But I couldn't shake the feeling that there was something more to it than just the presents and the food. There was a lingering ache in my chest, a sense that this was a pivotal moment in our lives. As the evening approached, I was both excited and nervous. The gifts were beautifully wrapped, the table set for dinner, and everything was ready for the evening's celebrations. But as I looked at Emily, something seemed off. She sat quietly by the tree, her small hands folding a piece of wrapping paper that had fallen from a gift. Her usual energy, her light, her spark, was dimmed, and I couldn't put my finger on why. "Hey, sweetie," I said softly, crouching down to her level. "Are you excited for tonight?" She smiled, but it didn't reach her eyes. "Yeah, I'm excited," she said. But there was a distant quality to her voice that I didn't like. I leaned in closer, my heart heavy with the knowledge that I had missed something. "You're sure you're okay? You seem a little quiet." Emily looked up at me, her eyes full of something I couldn't quite name. She nodded slowly, but I could see the tension in her face. "I'm just thinking," she said softly. I wanted to push further, to ask what was really going on. But before I could, Tom called us to the dining room for dinner. We ate in silence, the clinking of silverware filling the gaps between our conversation. The room felt heavy, despite the cheer of Christmas. Emily picked at her food, barely touching it, and I could see that she was lost in thought. My heart ached, but I didn't know how to reach her. After dinner, we moved to the living room for the gift exchange. I handed Emily her gift first, the one I had spent so much time thinking about. I could feel the excitement building in me as she carefully unwrapped it. But as she opened the box, her expression faltered. She stared at it for a moment, and then her gaze shifted to me. "Mom, it's empty." I blinked, my heart skipping a beat. I had carefully placed the necklace in the box just hours earlier, had double-checked it to make sure everything was perfect. My mind raced, trying to understand what had just happened. How could the box be empty? "Sweetheart, it's not supposed to be empty," I said, panic rising in my chest. I quickly glanced at Tom, but he looked just as confused as I was. I reached for the box, my hands trembling. "I don't understand," I whispered to myself. It was there. It was just here. Emily's small hand reached out to stop me from taking the box, Mom, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Her voice was calm, but I could see the hurt in her eyes. No, it's not okay, I said, my voice breaking. This is supposed to be a special gift. I've been planning this for months. Emily shook her head gently, her brow furrowing. It's okay, Mom. You don't have to give me anything like that. I already have everything I need. I felt my chest tighten, and tears welled up in my eyes. How had I gotten it so wrong? How had I overlooked the one thing that mattered? I had focused so much on getting the perfect gift, the material thing, that I hadn't stopped to listen to what Emily really needed. She didn't need the necklace. She needed me. She needed my love, my attention, my understanding. Before I could respond, Emily stood up and walked to the table where she had placed her own gift for me. I watched her, confused and full of regret. She wasn't upset, she wasn't angry, but she was showing me something far more important. Emily handed me the small, plain package. It wasn't wrapped in shiny paper or adorned with ribbons. It was simple, wrapped in brown paper with a single frayed piece of string around it. Here, Mom, she said quietly, her voice steady but soft. This is for you. I didn't know what to expect, but as I unwrapped the paper, I gasped. It was a drawing. No, it was a masterpiece. A beautifully drawn portrait of the two of us standing hand in hand beneath the Christmas tree. The details were perfect. The way her hair framed her face, the way my smile was caught just right, and the way we were drawn with such tenderness, such love. But it wasn't just a drawing. It was more. In the background, there was a heart, sketched in the snow, glowing brightly with warmth. Emily, I whispered, my voice breaking. This is beautiful. This is perfect. She smiled, a soft, knowing smile. I wanted to give you something from my heart, Mom. It's not the same as a necklace, but it's what I could give. I felt a lump form in my throat as I realized the truth. I had been so focused on material things, on giving Emily something tangible, that I had missed the most important thing: love, connection, and the purest form of giving. Emily had given me something far more meaningful than a piece of jewelry. She had given me a piece of herself. I pulled her into my arms, tears streaming down my face. Thank you, I whispered, my voice full of emotion. Thank you for reminding me of what really matters. She hugged me back tightly, resting her head against my shoulder. I love you, Mom. I love you too, more than anything, I whispered. And in that moment, everything changed. The empty gift, the necklace that was never meant to be. It didn't matter anymore. What mattered was the love we shared, the understanding between us, and the simple, beautiful moments that we often overlooked in the chaos of life. We sat together by the tree, the warmth of our love filling the room, and I knew that this Christmas would be the one I would always remember. Not because of the gifts, but because of the lesson Emily had taught me. The greatest gift was never the one that came in a box. It was the one you gave from your heart. For more videos, subscribe our channel.